Hello and welcome to West Country Wanderings. Today I'm in North Devon in the town of Barnstaple, somewhere we've not been before. Just caught the train here on the Tarka line up from Exeter St David's. It's a beautiful, beautiful journey following the River Tor. Looks absolutely stunning. But this isn't a railway one today, although you could catch trains here from one time directly to Taunton and another station the other side of the river at Barnstaple town. You could catch a train across to Ilfracombe. Sadly no more, although buses do link up here to enable you to get to those places in North Devon today. But let's have a wander around this town here in North Devon. So Barnstaple town centre is about a 10-minute walk from Barnstaple railway station, which is on the line from Exeter St David's and Central. So we're following along here. I'm with my daughter here today. It's a beautiful spring day. In fact, it's the first day officially of spring, so it's appropriate that it's nice and sunny and beautiful here in North Devon. So here's some of the street names reflect the railway one. The one down there is called Signal Terrace. So this is coming up to where we walk across the River Tor. Now Barnstaple heads back to Saxon times, and a lot of the layout of the streets around Barnstaple are still reflected from the early settlement here in North Devon. So this is an ancient medieval bridge over the River Tor as we make our entrance into the town centre. It's actually been refurbished and rebuilt many times, but the original structure goes back many hundreds of years. What an impressive structure that is. Lovely clock tower on the other side of the river. We'll see if we can get closer to that in a moment. So this is beautiful here with the river here. Obviously it's tidal, this section. Barnstaple grew up, of course, being a port on the river here, and nearby you have Appledore, which is famous for its shipbuilding there. There are beaches close to here. The closest one I do believe is at Instow, which is kind of faces towards Appledore. But yeah, we're going to make our way across that bridge now into the town centre. So this building here is the North Devon, or Barnstaple North Devon Museum. So there's a clock here, and that's the entrance to the museum, which is free entry there on the right. I love this tea towel that's for sale in the North Devon Museum. Hoop whinnied there for a heron. Owl's called an oil. And a buzz kite there. I'm not sure if that's a peregrine. And I love this one. A drumble drain. Wow. So this here is the Albert clock. It was actually restored in 2009. Unfortunately, I don't know the date that it was built. It's in memory of Prince Albert, obviously Queen Victoria's husband, Prince Consort. Some very attractive buildings here. These are called bridge buildings, obviously because they're very close to the bridge that we just came across from the railway station. Very handsome. They look Regency, well, I would guess kind of 18th century. That's amazing. Lots of little lanes that arch off the main street. This one is called Maiden Street. So this is the main high street. We're going to follow it along here, which is a pedestrianised street towards the famous Barnstaple Pannier Market, which was restored a few years ago. Some nice displays here, and this traditional tobacconist, which also sells children's toys, but we're getting ready for Easter.
We'll get quite drunk and full of beer and roll all over the floor. And when our money is all gone, we'll go to sleep for more. Jew, give her a sheep, let her up with the boys to see her through. You should have seen us running, oh, when the blind free on the passage from the Doggerbank to Great Grimsby.
So this is the Guildhall, and on the edge of that there is the Bluecoat School clock, originally called Northgate, from 1760. Bluecoat School from 1842 to 1971. And running alongside the Guildhall is a famous Butcher's Row, which, well, used to contain, I think a few years ago there was about 5 or 6 butcher's shops along here. I think there's just the one now, but it's wonderful with the coloured flower pots there and all the flowers, daffodils out on this beautiful spring day here in North Devon. And next to the Guildhall, there's have a poor box there for the mayor, 1895. Might be able to hear some sea shanties in the background. They've got some buskers here, very, very talented. Very traditional North Devon. Now, unusually here in Barnstaple, we have a wimpy. Very, very strange to see this. I remember one in Stroud in the 1970s, long, long close. I think there's just a handful of them left. So this is the amazing pannier market here in Barnstaple, all completely refurbished there, as you can see. Wonderful. Amazing job has been done on the restoration of this famous pannier market here in Barnstaple. It's wonderful to see, especially with the shafts of light shining through it. I've just seen the plaque there on the sign. It says it was completed in August of 2023. Now, I don't think many visitors realise that Barnstaple has a castle. Well, it has the remains of its motte. No bailey. The keep was gone long ago. In fact, I think it ceased to be around by the 1600s after falling into disrepair. It was plundered for its stone, and some of the buildings in the town centre were built from the keep that was on top of the castle here. But let's climb up, see if we can go up around the side of it. And yeah, see if we can get up there. So we're winding our way round this path here, which will take us to the top. Down there you can see that wall, which is now currently a car park, and that was the entrance to what was Barnstable's cattle market. So now we've got to the top of the castle, which is more than 1,000 years old, and just over there is the bridge which we walked across the River Tor to get into the town centre from the railway station earlier today. And in that direction you can see a road bridge, which is the bypass road taking you round to the North Devon town of Ilfracombe, which I do hope to cover here on the channel at some point. And there are regular buses from Barnstaple station to take you over there. But I'm just staying in Cornwall for a couple of days, so I'll be doing a Cornwall series one next. But I hope to be up this way again in the not too distant future. But yeah, you can see the sandbanks there in the Tor estuary. So from the castle here, we're looking in what would be the direction towards Exmoor, and out towards the towns of Linton and Lynmouth, which were once connected to Barnstaple by a narrow gauge railway, part of which is now a preserved heritage line at Woody Bay Station. This is here is another pound, and remember the other day I was in Dorchester in Dorset, but this one here has a blue plaque there just above the crest of Crownland. This used to be Woolworths, but this was also the site of the birth of the poet and dramatist John Gay. So this here is Barnstaple Town Station. Now we started off arriving from Exeter at what was Barnstaple Junction Station, the line going on to Taunton, but Barnstaple Town Station served the line going towards Braunton and Ilfracombe. So where we just saw the front of Barnstaple Town Station, we have this canopy here, which has been completely restored, and the original pillars here on the line to Braunton and Ilfracombe. This is now the Family Compass and Community and Wellbeing Services place. So again, this is the rear or the platform side of Barnstaple Town Station, and the line would have then gone through this way towards Braunton, which is now the Tarka Trail and also serves as part of the South West Coast Path. Now looking back to the bridge that we crossed at the beginning of the video, to the right of that bridge, just before you get to the blocks of flats, you'll see a brick wall. That I think was the original line of the line heading out of Barnstaple Junction, heading across the River Tor towards Town Station here. There's some amazing photographs of that. Let's see if I can find a couple of shots of some trains going over what looked like quite a rickety bridge, and I think it carried on until the early 1970s. I've just come around the side of Barnstaple Town Station. It has the original gates over there, but you can see the canopy here. That looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm currently on the Strand, and this is Great Quay on the Heritage Trail here. In 1588, 5 ships sailed from here to fight the Armada, and that plaque was put up in 1988. I can't do the maths, it was about 400-500 years later. So this delightful bit here is Queen Anne's Square with a wonderful mosaic. Now the mosaic was actually done in 2000, some 25 years ago now, as part of the riverfront development here at Barnstaple. So the mosaic artwork was actually created by a lady called Shannon Ridd and designed by the people of Barnstaple. And in front of Queen Anne's Square you have this magnificent and beautiful period here with the lady herself, Queen Anne, on the top of it. That's wonderful. Some of the amazing buildings here in Barnstaple include this Art Deco building here on the Strand facing the River Tor, which I think formerly was a nightclub for a while, but sadly has been closed for some number of years now. Well, that's it for today from the top of Barnstaple Castle and the short tour look around the town of Barnstaple here in North Devon. I must admit I haven't done that many videos from North Devon. I have done one on Linton looking at the town there, beautiful town there, but I do hope to do some more, including ones at Appledore and Ilfracombe, and also looking at sections of Exmoor in the future, which obviously goes across both North Devon and into West Somerset as well. It's a beautiful town with much interest, and digging beneath the surface of the town you discover that it's actually a lot older than what it appears to be initially on the surface. has some really nice developments with it. The Green Lane Shopping Centre, which has also been restored again now, it reopened towards the end of the 1980s, and it's great to see that the high street itself is also completely pedestrianised, so you don't have to worry about traffic as you make your way through the shops, both chain stores and quite a surprisingly large good selection of independent shops here as well. Lots of cafes here, but we actually ate at, excuse the wind here, hence the chin strap, we actually ate at the cafe right next to Barnstaple railway station. Got some great cakes there, so I can definitely recommend that one. Anyway, that's it for the moment here on West Country Wandering, so you can join me again on the channel again very soon. All the best for now. Cheers. Goodbye.